Best Laid Plans released in 1999 and starred Reese Witherspoon along with Josh Brolin and Alessandro Novella. And I don't want to spoil too much of the plot here, so I'll give you the basic premise. And that's basically Josh Brolin and Novella are former colleagues or classmates, essentially, basically more so, who kind of reconnect after a certain amount of years, and of course they're hanging out, and then you have Reese Witherspoon's character who strolls on in. Long story short, Josh Brolin and her end up hooking up, only for him to apparently find out that she's a minor, and that she's going to accuse him of rape, and that she's basically trying to get every ounce of his funds, and for some reason seems to be hell-bent on taking down his livelihood and career and such. And of course there's underlying reasons to what's going on here, and there's a reveal or two, but Josh Brolin's going to Novella's character for help, and so then you just have the premise of them figuring out what to do, as Reese's character is tied up in the basement of the house he's looking after. So yeah, it's a bit of a pickle. But yeah, of course, I absolutely adore and love Reese Witherspoon on and off screen, and this is one of the last movies of hers I haven't seen, but I got the DVD as it's not even available to stream anywhere. And yeah, I gotta say it was a pretty good little drama thriller, verging on crime thriller at points. Really well acted from the three leads. Reese Witherspoon was so charismatic. It's in a natural, non over the top way in this movie. So many of her 90s flicks are absolutely excellent, and no one ever talks about them. This is another one of those. Josh Brolin, it was interesting to see him as the less composed one. Granted, I haven't seen much of him outside of more recent years. So it was fun to see him a little more eccentric and a bit more panicked and desperate in this. Of course he would be, in his predicament. Then you have Novella, who, granted, I haven't seen him much outside of Jurassic Park 3. So he was pretty good as well. I will say the film sort of lost some interest for me. There is a reveal or two that really expands on what's going on, and I don't know, it kind of lost me. I wasn't as into it. Knowing all that, I kind of preferred the simple setup that I just described to you. I thought that was engaging enough, with three actors like this. But still ended up being pretty good, and I do really like the ending to it. So there's that. It did bring it home. I do recommend seeing this if you haven't, so by all means order the DVD. Go for it.